Okay, so my solar panel's outside. Let me show you real quick how it's setting. I set this up last night in the dark. Pretty ghetto, temporary setting. Got my line running from there to here. And as you can see, I only get so much sun when it's, I don't know the times, but of course now it's about 5:30 and the sun's over there, so I only get, I don't know, 4 hours of sun a day. This is one Renogy 150 watt panel. I got it running in here on some 12 gauge pump, outside pump wire for like well pumps, or I don't know what all you'd call it. But today is the first day, I get to see if it charged my batteries, which are 7 of these guys and one Group 31 under the hood, which is almost this size. These might be a little bigger than a Group 31, but you can see on my charge controller now that my solar light, let's see if I can hold my camera here. See, my solar light over here is green now, so I guess it's still charging. Sorry, I got my camera light on, so because I actually have battery today. But I don't know what the red bars mean. They're still the same, but my solar light is on, so I'm guessing it's still charging because it's still a little bit of daylight outside. My batteries look okay, which I was worried about, because if something was wrong, then I would lose. I mean, these batteries online go for $350 a piece, so take that times 7 plus the one I got up front. You're talking a lot of money, but I don't know if I can do this one-handed or not. Let's see if I can. Bear with me for a second. Now, last night when I walked out of this garage, I turned I turned the lights on and everything on this inverter, which was just my radio, my fan, box fan, and these two 40-watt lights here. And I was setting at 12.6. So I was at like 12.6.5 when I walked out of here last night. Now I'm at 13.06. I am totally happy with that. On one panel, that is one 150 watt panel. This $12 PWM charger. Man, I gotta look that up. I'm pretty sure it's PWM. I keep saying that, but I feel like it's wrong. But it's not an MPPT, so I'm only getting, I don't know, 80% charge out of this. If I had an MPPT, I might be sitting at 13.1, 13.2 right now. I'm not sure. But for $12, I'm totally happy with it. It's still charging, and it should, because I get these batteries, I think when I stick them on my actual battery charger, oh, I don't remember what it goes up to, but they're 12 volts. And, got it running pretty close. Got 8 gauge for the power and ground coming from my charger. And then this just got this wire from the hardware store, which is 12 gauge. Actually comes with 3 of them, but I didn't need the red. Also, I found a bad spot in the red that was bare wire, so I'm glad I kind of checked that out. But yeah, I am 100% satisfied. Now, I'm not in here every day, so I don't know what this would be like every day. And of course, I just ran my inverter last night for maybe 30 minutes because I was just testing it out and got everything hooked up at night. But it takes quite a bit to charge 8 of these batteries. So going from 12.6 to 13, 0.4 in a day. It was really sunny today. I know because I worked out in it, so it was very sunny today, and apparently it's still charging because the green light's on right there. Sorry, I don't want to get too close, but yeah, you can see the green light's on by the solar panel light. So I'm happy, totally happy. I couldn't imagine what it would do with 2 of them, but like I said, it was a very, very sunny day today. So Yep, pretty awesome. All right, figured I'd do a little update because last night was the first night I actually hung out in my garage for longer than 5 minutes. Actually had a couple buddies over. You know, when this is going on, which I was the only one that took a shot, you know, things take a while. So it was probably, we were in here, I don't know, 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I actually ghettoed, not that light. That light was already hooked up to the inverter, but I went ahead and ran an extension cord from that light. I got to take it down and hang it up right, make it pretty. But I had that light going, which is 240 watts, so 80 watts there. 2 more 40, so another 80. I had my radio was on. I wasn't jamming like hardcore, so it was probably only pushing, I don't know, 50 or 60 watts. My fan was going. And the inverter, of course, was kicking. I think that was the only thing going. And I don't know what my voltage got down to last night. Probably pretty good with all my batteries. But, I mean, after 3.5 hours, I think it probably got down to around 12. I want to say 12.5. I think I started off at like 12.8, 12.9 once I kicked the inverter on. Because once I kick this inverter on, whatever it shows on my batteries, it goes down, you know, maybe a volt, or not even a volt, maybe 0.4. But today I check it. It's like 2 o'clock. It's been pretty sunny. Okay. Now, of course, they'd be all tangled. And I'm looking at 13.1. So that's awesome. That means if I wanted to, going by that means that I could probably come out here every night for, you know, 3-4 hours at least, easy. And if it's sunny the next day, I got no problem, because it's been charging to like 13.1, 13.2 throughout the day, and even better on sunny days. And this thing, I haven't seen, and I haven't really paid attention. I swore that my green solar light has stayed on also when it was dark outside. So I don't know if it's because the panel still has energy stored in it, so it's still pushing power to my batteries, or what. But I swear it's like this thing charges non-stop. It hasn't got my batteries high enough to shut off, but I mean, you're looking at 8 giant batteries, so that's going to take some time for one solar panel to charge. But you know, one 150 watt Renogy solar panel, $12 PWM controller, I can't complain. The only small complaint I have is my inverter that I paid 25 cents at the yard sale for. Puts a little humming through my fan. That's it. My radio, it makes no difference in my radio. It makes no noises, nothing funny. My lights seem just as bright. The fan, it makes a little bit of noise. Plus, it seems like it doesn't run 100% like it does with actual power from the grid. So, and from what I see, I could easily hook up a little TV out here and maybe an Xbox or something like that. So, just want to give you guys an update. It's been a few days since I hooked this all up. Just a little test run, you know, getting things sorted out. But now you know. Oh yeah, this guy is going to be happening. I'll show you on that on the next video. Alright, so I figured I'd give a quick update. Not yesterday, but the day before. I was out here for 3.5 hours. Running my lights, radio, and fan on just my batteries. And so yesterday I come out here and my batteries were at like 13.1. And I can't figure it out. I'm like, now why are these not getting fully charged? And today, well, fully charged meaning, you know, batteries, like if you stick an actual battery charger on, like this guy, it usually shuts off around, I think, 14.3. Well, then I figured out today, I come out here about an hour ago, and my solar light right there was actually blinking, and I had 3 bars of red. And now I come in here, and it's not blinking anymore, and I only have 2 bars. And I'm down to, I was at like 14.2 something when it was blinking. And now I'm at 13.2. And I couldn't figure it out, but I don't know, about 5 seconds of actually thinking about it, I get it. Because like your solar, or sorry, like a regular battery charger, like the one I have over there, it shuts off, you know, and it'll just kind of sit there on like maintain, which I believe is what this is doing. See, this was at like 14.3 like an hour or so ago. Now and it was shut off. Now it's back down to 13.2 and charging again, because it's like a cycle that it goes through. So I get it now. I was thinking something might have been kind of messy with it, but no, it just let the batteries drop down, which is what it's supposed to do, because you don't want to overcharge your batteries. Otherwise, you'll come out to destroyed batteries and possibly explosion. Not that crazy, but it would definitely, my bank would definitely make a problem out here if they exploded. But it shut off, let them drop down to where it was supposed to drop down to, around 13, or could have even dropped down to 12.9 or whatever. I think these batteries rest around 12.9, 12.8, and then it said, hey, send some more power again. So I like it, but figured I'd show you that because I'm getting ready to use some of it right now, because I got some work to do, and I'm already turned my lights on and maybe run a saw on it and everything. So yeah, love it with just one panel. And it's even where my panel is, it's shady right now, which you can't tell because I still haven't cut this stupid tree down. But yeah, this thing charges pretty much non-stop, or sends power non-stop. So, yep.